Coming up the bat, I know one of these players is a Belmont player, and we're gonna get right into it right now. I've actually had the privilege of playing against Sol, I believe, and solid player, solid Belmont player. Last tournament, I believe he got 4th place. If I no, that was 2 weeks ago. He got 4th place while he was here.
I see.
And he's playing against Lumbre. So we talked about Lumbre earlier. Very good NES player, recently coming off a great performance at MSM. And I'm gonna go right into it. So Solstaren, of course, on his Richter right now, rocking the mustard skin.
Mustard Richter. Yeah, the yuckiest tasting skin.
Yeah, so
God.
Luckily, I was gonna say, NES can't really absorb a lot of the Belmont's projectiles, but as you can see right there, PK Fire just kind of stops Cross, and Cross is a big part of Belmont's neutral.
Absolutely, yeah. Cross, without Cross, the Belmont's neutral really goes from being able to control the ground to like, okay, and now my opponent basically gets the ground for free, but they can't jump because I have Axe. And like, that's kind of big, because if your opponent has free ground game, they're going to run up to you and dash attack for free, grab for free, and that's not what you really want to let Ness do, because Ness gets a lot out of grab. I mean, in his backdoor kills, like, I mean, he's the last character you want to let grab you. Okay.
Yeah, so this is dangerous. Lumbre was, I think, fishing potentially to get a grab there, but then just opts to take back center stage.
Right.
So Solstaren just walks up and grabs him. He conditioned Lumbre to just sit there, and he's just naring. Lumbre, as you can see, has clear amount of Belmont experience.
Yeah, he nared through everything that man just threw out in a second. Like, oh, and I love the side magnet stall. A lot of NES players do it. It's really good timing mix-up because, oh, okay, and he was really tricky with his PK Thunder too. Yeah, I love that level of play. Yeah, Lumbre right here, he's doing a little bit more than what's necessary to take the stock, and that's kind of throwing Solstaren off a little bit, because at the start, he was kind of keeping it at his level, but then he kind of really turned up the heat in that last couple of seconds there. Okay, and Solstaren just getting damage wrapped up on him. He's not shielding these PK Fires. Mr. I, it's not a good look.
Ooh, narrowly avoids the forward air. Knew it was gonna come out after he gets the downer, classic Belmont setup for kills, and that forward air just gonna snipe him. I believe it shield poke. You know, whittle down Lumbre's shield to get him out and able to just smack him with his mace.
That's so unfortunate. And that's the thing about Belmont, when they like to tether back to the ledge, if you are a Ness or Lucas player, or even just a character who can have a projectile that gets in the way of the tether, if you can find a way to get in the way of that, you can make it incredibly difficult for them to recover.
Yeah,
actually, not impossible.
Solstaren barely making it back there. Lumbre seems to have this, once again, the matchup just on lock, you know, just all over him now. Keeping the Belmonts at disadvantage and off stage.
Yeah, and this is where Ness really exceeds. And that was smart for Sol to keep his jump. Ooh, down smash, not gonna take it there because it was a little too late. Lumbre coming back to stage, he's a whole stock and something up actually. Oh, that back
air dodge. Doesn't manage to catch him, but you know, able to make it back. Just keeps on naring through the axe.
You know, an axe is quite strong. To be able to nair through it like that, you must be a monster. Timing-wise, like.
You do not care at all. You know, you're just a little boy. You're wearing your baseball hat and a call out.
That was such good play from Lumbre. I mean, he literally reversed the side magnet and nair, because he did everything in his power to make sure that he was gonna stop Solstaren from coming back to the ledge. I mean, that was great. I mean, it's just like textbook. You need to do this against a Belmont player. Stop them from recovering, because they control the stage well. So why let them get back to advantage stage?
Exactly. So, unfortunately, the Belmont's primary option for recovering, of course, is their tether. And as Lumbre demonstrated, if you're just out there with your lingering hitboxes, the Belmonts are gonna have to come through that. But the difference with them, with a bunch of other characters, is that if you tap them at all, it's that Ivysaur, Joker, they can make it back. Belmonts,
they can't.
Not so lucky.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so Solstaren actually opting for the hero. I'm really not that surprised to see this, especially with the way his recovery was getting stuffed.
Yeah, so Solstaren, you know, I played against him before, and I know him. He's been thinking about picking up hero to cover like matchups that he believes are hard or like really difficult for Belmont. So nice to see him trying to get out here. Coming in something new. I don't believe he's played against like a higher level NES player. So nice to see him experimenting here. Now the difference is the swords, the hero's sword is able to cover different kinds of space. So like Nair is able to cover all around him as opposed to just like in a further distance, but not so much of a, like, I guess vertical line.
Wow, that down smash is such a great timed ledge guard. Okay, yeah, Lumbre right now forcing Solstaren back to the ledge, but Solstaren rolling his way to center stage. And, ooh, okay, yeah, both players are really slugging each other right now.
Yeah, so fun fact, fun fact, the sweet spot back air will kill you if you're at the ledge like that.
Yeah, that was looking like caveman DI, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. But back air is incredibly
Oh,
that's not good.
I don't believe you got the right option there.
No. Oh, and honestly, like, Lumbre could be double jumping those PK fires instead of just throwing them out on the ground, but it's okay. He's doing really well. He has no reason to even worry about that little tidbit of damage. Solstaren adding an accelerate. That's one thing that I noticed that Sweet Tea and you do more than other hero players. You guys stack up your oomphs and your accelerates. Like, I don't see enough people doing that. Sometimes, like, if they don't get the snooze they're looking for, or the kaboom, or certain spell they're looking for, they'll cancel their menu even though they have full mana and there's an accelerate to be had or an oomph to be had.
Yeah. So the logic on that is like, if you have the free time, if you throw them off stage and you're not comfortable with edge guarding them, which I mean, Hero's new character, you probably are not that comfortable trying to edge guard a Ness at that point, because it turns around and you'll die. So
Accelerate.
Yeah. Get that going, and back there's gonna clean it up. Now, luckily, Hero, especially with oomph, has a lot of comeback potential. Ooh, narrowly
PK
avoids
Thunder
that.
2 is not the move you want to get hit with. Like, that propeller hitbox is just disgusting.
Ooh, so fun fact, the second level of charge, I can't remember what it is called, on the side B for Hero, that is just a straight hitbox. You cannot absorb that, you cannot reflect it, that is a hitbox. So he's throwing it out, which is smart, but Lumbre just cleans up that stock right then and there as I'm talking. Yeah.
He didn't even care, like, okay, that was a really haphazard snooze. He wasn't thinking about an aerial approach there, and now he's eating 60% for just that interaction. Can you believe that, Mr. I?
Yeah, calls out the jump, and that's it. Solid play for Lumbre there.
Jesus. That's actually just the most disgusting, like, he had the handle the whole game, and like he sent him a message like, hey, you got to work on this matchup a little more, because that's not acceptable.
Yeah, so
Can't be recovering this low on me.
I think overall the Hero did do better in that matchup though. I think it was a lot more comfortable. Lumbre just had some hard call-outs there. That down air was, you're gonna jump here, you're gonna be here right now, I'm coming down, take this toe. That's it.
Absolutely.